here you were a U.S. senator, and you know the song by Creedence Clearwater, "I'm Not a Fortunate Son." Your son, here's a son of a senator joins the military and was in Iraq.
Well, look, Beau should, my son Beau should be sitting here instead of me. He's more capable than I am. And he was the Attorney General of the state of Delaware. And one day I came home. He came over to the house. He was living in Delaware. And he said, Dad, what are you doing on Friday? I said, what do you need? He said, I need you to pin my bars on me. I said, pin your bars on you? What the hell are you talking about? He said, I joined the National Guard. And facetiously said, somebody's got to do this anyway.
Were you in shock that he joined the National
No,
Guard?
I wasn't in shock. It didn't surprise me. He had to give up the Attorney General's job because you either have to work for the president or for the state.
So he was Attorney General at that point.
He was Attorney General, turned it back over to a Republican who had been there before.
Wow.
And went for a year. The problem was he lived next to one of those burn pits. He came back with a Bronze Star. He came back with a service medal, but he also came back with stage 4 glioblastoma. The brain injuries out of Iraq are extreme, like they were the people in 9/11, all those firefighters, because of the toxic fumes.
You're convinced that the reason he got brain cancer is
Oh, I know it. It's been determined, yeah. And a lot of them did. A lot of them.
Did he call you and say, Dad, I've gotten a horrible diagnosis?
He had to come home. And it just kept getting worse, and that's when he realized they did the analysis. And then he was in Walter Reed for a long time. And but I wrote a book called "Promise Me, Dad." He knew his time was up, and one night we're having a dinner at our home before he was incapacitated, hospitalized, and he said, "Dad, can we talk?" And I said, sure. And he said, look at me, Dad. Promise me, Dad. Promise me, Dad, that you'll not leave public life. I know when I go, you'll want to quit. You'll want to quit. And he looked at me and said, Dad, give me your word as a Biden. Give me your word.
Wow.
Look at me. I give him my word on the health of my family. And he said, promise me, Dad, you won't step back. And I made the promise. Before he passed away, last thing he said before he passed away, I mean, literally we were in the hospital bed, Hunt and I with him, lying in bed with him. He looked at me and said, I'm not scared, Dad, it's okay. I'm not scared, it's okay. He was gone within, anyway.